What is up, foodies, and welcome back to another episode. I'm here rocking my oversized vintage Raiders shirt, hat. I am just ready because the Raiders play the Seahawks today. It's the first preseason game, just an exciting day. But I'm even more excited for this video because I went to my neighborhood Costco that I'm very stoked about, and I always love to go to find new things. It is almost Oktoberfest. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to make it to Germany this year, but Costco usually rolls out the red carpet for a lot of Oktoberfest stuff. I picked up one thing that I'll do in another video, but I am extremely stoked about this. I got this Hofbräu. I feel like Donkey Kong a little bit with his drum, but it's Hofbräu M. I'm not going to butcher that name. But it is a keg. I think this was like 18, 17 bucks, somewhere around there. And I mean, it's heavy, so I feel like there's a lot of beer in here. It's kind of nice. It's imported from Munich, Germany. This is 5 liters, which honestly, to be honest, I have no clue what is that. It sounds like a lot. So let's just go with that. It has a nice little fun fact of the beer. It's 6.3 volume. You could read stuff if you want to read stuff. But I mean, it's just heavy. I feel like Donkey Kong, so let's pop this open. So there are instructions on what to do. I am going to butcher this, but I will figure it out. It was a little bit harder than I thought it was going to be. It's very messy, but I managed to get a little bit out. It's a nice little gold color. It's just the Oktoberfest. I don't know exactly what that is. It smells just very beery, almost like Bud Light. I do like this beer. Let's just get right into this. And shout out to Lincoln Brew. I haven't been there in Burbank in a minute, but shout out to the little sampler cups. All right, so I had this in the fridge for about 2 hours. I probably should have let it sit a little bit longer. It's a little bit better than room temperature, like colder wise. But to be honest, there's so much flavor. It's like caramely. It's smooth. It almost has like a little nutty taste, like pecans or something. It's like a little caramel pecan pie. I actually really like that. Now, this is honestly like the perfect party, favor, I guess. If you're going over someone's house, people are coming over, pop open that keg, and I mean, you're gonna get beer for days. Play some beer pong with this. I don't know. It's good beer though. It is good beer, so maybe you don't want to play beer pong with it, but I like it. It's a good price. It's another good Costco find. But let me know your Costco finds, or what do you have different? Because I know every Costco is different, especially around the seasonal, Oktoberfest, holidays, or whatever. So now that I'm a couple beers in, I need food. I need something to give me more energy. It's halftime. The Raiders are beating the Seahawks in preseason, and it's funny because I always try to look for new things I've never seen at Costco or have never bought at Costco. And today I was actually watching something that I believe I watched like a year ago, but it was Mikey Chen from Strictly Dumpling, and it was only in Japan. I watched all of his videos, but I believe his name is John. But they go to Costco in Japan, and they just get all these crazy things. For example, one is a sushi platter. I just wish we had that in the States, but we don't. But I found something that I've never seen before, and it just reminded me so much of this video. The Yakisoba, and I've never seen this before. And I'm gonna try not to drop this entire thing, but you got some veggies, you got some chicken, which already looks like it's cooked and glazed. You got some nice sauce as well, which I'm not 100% sure what it is. It's probably like a teriyaki base. And then you got the yakisoba noodles, and I'm just so excited because this literally reminded me of the video that I just watched today. This honestly was $17. This is 3.4 pounds. Jeez Louise, get out of town. So on here, it has literally what it is. It talks about everything, the ingredients, all that. So if you need to know what's inside it, you got all that fun facts. But the cooking instructions are super simple. In my opinion, the chicken, like I mentioned, already looked cooked. So I think you're just heating up everything. But the cooking instruction says, use a large saute pan, heat pan to medium high, add 2 ounces of oil, add your vegetables, cook for 2 minutes, add the chicken, cook for 2 minutes, add the noodles and the sauce, and cook for another minute until temperature reaches 165 degrees. But let's get into this. Let's cook this. Let's put this in a bowl, and let's eat this. So as I mentioned a million times in this video, I love Costco. Like, I legit love Costco. Costco needs to sponsor everything that I do because I literally get my clothes from there. I just get everything from there. But one thing I did pick up last time is garlic gold. This is organic garlic and extra virgin olive oil, and it's crunchy. It does have a nice crunch. I highly recommend this. It was pretty cheap for 2 jars of these. I added this to my seafood scampi the other day. I put it on my sandwiches. I added it in here, and so it's going to give a nice little texture and crunch that I also want. I should mention that this thing is literally 4 pounds, and I should have probably used a bigger pot, but it is what it is. This is almost done. I'm gonna get myself a bowl, start eating. So that was honestly the quickest meal I've ever made. You know, I know people love meal preps. No, I'm nothing against those, or what is it, HelloFresh and everything else. But I mean, Costco literally has a section that is literally stuff that is prepped for you. All you need to do is grab it. You know, in this case, put it in your oven or put it on stove. And it feeds a million people. I mean, this thing will literally feed probably like 5 to 6 people. It's 4 pounds of food. This legit took like all of 10 minutes. I'm not even exaggerating. So it's super simple. It's another thing. I feel like I'm marketing Costco. I don't know why I'm doing it. I just like Costco. Everything I think was already prepped. Like the veggies I think were frozen. The chicken was probably already cooked, and the noodles was probably already cooked. You just had to heat them up. So you're essentially just heating them up on a stove instead of a microwave. But you got some carrots, some bell peppers, it looks like celery, broccoli, green beans, onions, and then you got the chicken. So let's get a bite with the noodles and the chicken. Actually, let's try the chicken first. It almost tastes, it's a little salty, I'm not gonna lie. It almost tastes a little bit like fried rotisserie chicken with a hint of like teriyaki sauce. Not bad. Let's get a bite of like that celery, so we get a nice little crunch. That onion, the noodles. The noodles are amazing, and it just soaked up all that sauce. But to be 100% honest, I mean, yeah, wow. If someone said they made this from scratch, I mean, I guess partially did, I would believe it. If you got this from a restaurant, I don't think I would believe that. It's more of like a fast food kind of taste to it. Let's get one with everything. Oh, it's like the teriyaki, just that sauce is on point. The noodles just soak it all up. The noodles are like amazing. They're really good. The chicken, I'm kind of on the fence because it kind of it doesn't, even though it's like, it feels like fried chicken, like I said, it doesn't have like too much of a flavor to it. It just kind of tastes like rotisserie chicken, but the veggies have a nice crunch. But I mean, this is a perfect meal if you're feeding the family. You have friends coming over. It's like $17 for 4 pounds of food. I mean, if it's just you have literally food for an entire week. But I'm gonna enjoy this. I'm gonna grab a beer, and I'm gonna watch the Raiders play because we're going to the Super Bowl this year.